It's a pleasure to get to meet you. Your performance was so spot on. What do you think informed it the most?
I guess the man himself. The man, in addition with Laura Hillenbrand, she put together this very insightful and detailed and beautifully written account of the man. So I was loaded in terms of resource. I was glad to meet him twice before the shoot, and that had to happen. And I really valued his approval, which I feel like I achieved before shooting. So that allowed me to believe in myself then. I had certain things in place which made me feel a lot more capable, I think.
And it was quite important to tell this story in a very raw way. Your performance also, really feels quite heartfelt. Did it become quite organic at some point? You felt him?
I know, I never really could actually ever feel him. I could never dare to claim that I was ever actually walking in his shoes. I was doing the best I could and the best that a heavily insured production would allow for. But that means you're restricted. Not that I'd ever want to experience prisoner of war camp custody, or the Second World War, or a long distance running event for that matter. So yeah, I constantly had his version of accounts dwarfing whatever I was experiencing. It meant that I was able to push myself, and then some. And myself, Angelina, the rest of the cast, and other crew members would always if we weren't discussing it, we were certainly thinking, kind of in a disbelief that anyone actually endured what we were portraying, because we were all struggling enough.
That's true.
Experiencing a fraction of what they did. So
was it as much as a other boot camp than it shows on screen, in terms of arduous shooting conditions?
Yeah, in terms of the time spent off camera between us. We were still spending time in the prison camp. We chose to avoid being in the trailers as much as possible and just kill time, I guess, as the characters.
Was it immediately easy to forget Angelina's celebrity aspect and just, because she's so focused on being a filmmaker?
Because of her. Because of the way that she approached me and introduced herself to me was so far removed from any of that celebrity status, meant that I could eradicate it from my thinking. Because it was there, I was slightly hysteric about meeting her. And she was able to, see past that, I guess. Apparently she was nervous about meeting me too. So that gives you an idea in terms of what sort of human we're dealing with. Very grounded one, and a humanitarian at that, so a huge heart.
Do you feel like your career is changing already? Do you feel like this is a turning point? Is it easy to
Yeah, judging by the amount of press that I all of a sudden have to partake in. Yeah. But I've worked a long time to put myself here. So I am enjoying it, And hopefully now it allows me to make some more sensible decisions along the way.